Recent first information reports, that is FIR, on journalists like Vinod Dua, Siddharth Vardarajan, Vivek Mishra, including Sudhir Chaudhary, Arnab Goswami. All these FIRs would be either genuine FIRs or maliciously frivolous FIRs executed against them. Whatsoever the reason may be, needs some discussion, no doubt. In fact, I've got a piece of advice individually for the journalists, for the aspirants, young aspirants who are planning to see themselves as a good journalist, and last but by no means least to the politicians, a few politicians and a few cops who are executing these things. First and foremost is journalist. A humble request to journalists, please. Once again, I'm telling, the FIR against you could be a maliciously frivolous FIR or genuine FIR. But whatsoever the reason may be, humble request is don't keep on speaking about those FIRs in your upcoming episodes. You are forgetting a basic fact that you are not bolstering the confidence of the upcoming journalists. Students who are undergoing the journalism now, at least, you are not encouraging them, you are not bolstering their confidence. It's very important. See, it's your right. It's you chose to raise a voice against the atrocities of a few government policies or a few state governments because you believe that they are not on the right track. I repeat, you chose. Take an example, a student who chose to be top or to actually want to be number one in the respective state or in the whole country. Obviously, in the process of achieving that, I repeat, in the process of achieving that, he or she, the student, requires to burn a midnight oil, in the sense they need to work extremely hard late nights. So obviously the time of exam, dark circles, face looking slightly sick is part of that preparation. Take an example of an actor who would like to flaunt his 6 abs in the upcoming movie. Obviously he has to stay away, or he has to refrain from even touching 1 gram of chocolate or ice cream. He chose to flaunt his six packs in the upcoming movie. He can't keep on telling that I missed that, I missed this. He chose. Similarly, you chose to raise a voice against a few atrocities of the government because you believed things are not good. So you need to accept FIRs a part and parcel of your battle. No doubt at all, please. Seriously, because see, as per the article. You're talking about as per the Article 19, Section 1, Subsection A. It's your freedom of expression, freedom of voice. You can raise a voice clearly. Similarly, the other person, the complainant, would have got disturbed. It's a complaint. It is a simple complaint as per the Section 154 of the CRPC. It's a simple complaint. Complaint is not the judge. It's a complaint, whatsoever the complaint is, right? Police have to file the FIR, and there are a lot of proceedings after that. They have to submit a complete report, final report as per the Section 173 of this Code of Criminal Procedure 1973. And there are a lot of things, before that, before the proceedings also, you can quash the FIR as per the Section 482 of the CRPC 1973. A lot of options are there. Or, I've seen some of the journalists, a few journalists, telling, Arthik sthiti theek nahi hai, we can't keep on doing it. You raise a small link in your whatever YouTube channel XYZ. You raise a separate link whenever there is an FIR. You post an FIR over there and raise the quashing of the FIR in the High Court, which you can quash it without any proceedings. If you believe it's a maliciously frivolous FIR executed against you. Together we can quash it. See, on an average, the cost is around 50,000 rupees. Maximum 1 lakh. You just keep a small link, 50,000 viewers, for 1 rupee they donate also. Obviously, you are out of this unnecessary thing, whatever you're talking about, right? The financial stress, what you're talking about. You would be out of it. You would definitely be out of it. Or there would be a lot of your followers who could be advocates, who can even do this job for you for free of cost. So don't keep on talking about the FIRs. I admit, it's wrong, I admit, but the fact is, you are a journalist. You have to face this battle because you chose this. And there are few genuine FIRs. See, genuine FIRs, if I talk about Arnab, it's absolutely a genuine FIR. because it's as per, whether you're aware or not, as per the Constitution of India, particularly Article 51A. We have got 11 fundamental responsibilities, duties of the citizen of India, 11. In that fifth point, very clearly says, it's the duty of the citizen of India to promote harmony among all the sections of people, irrespective of the religion, transcending the particular word, transcending religion, language, or even the area, boundaries, throwing away all of them. In that last point of the same fifth point says that you should renounce all the practices derogatory to the dignity of women. Look at the wording, derogatory to the dignity of women. It's a responsibility of the citizen of India to be very precise. Forget about, I'm not a congressman, please. Let me make it very clear. I'm the son of Andhra Pradesh. We are very much upset the way Congress bifurcated, at that point of time, Congress bifurcated Andhra Pradesh. So even today, the promised special category status on the floor of Parliament, promised special category status is not honored. So we are also upset on a few decisions of Sonia Gandhi. Doesn't mean that we speak in that tone, which is absolutely derogatory to the dignity of women. I am very clear, please. I speak on the facts. So this is definite. So genuine FIRs leads the proceedings. And ironical thing is, the people like Arnab Goswami and all, they speak, nation wants to know the truth, and he speaks for justice of other people. And ironically, whimsically, they're hiring advocates to fight on their behalf. I'm surprised. You might ask me, sir, he's not an advocate, he's not done his LLB. As per the section 32 of the Advocates Act 1961, he need not, it's not required to be an advocate when you're defending your own case. Yes. Section 32 of the Advocates Act 1960. Just imagine how ironical it is, how funny it is. I speak for everyone. At the end of the day, for me, the problem came, and I am actually hiring something. I have a good legal team. He's my advocate. He'll take. It's definite. In fact, journalists, please try to fight your own case. It's a part and parcel, man. It's not a very big battle. It's a simple procedure. It's part and parcel of it. Try fighting it, and don't keep on talking about it. If you don't have that monetary support, you please keep one link next to that. Obviously, there are people to help you as part of your true journalism. Definitely there are people who are encouraging a true journalist, no doubt at all. Now, coming to the students, please, it's very important. Students who want to see, or aspirants, I can say, who want to see oneself as a top journalist, a simple advice, and in fact it's a lucid and forthright advice: kindly do law. Kindly get the LLB degree in your hand. It's very important. I understand in case of BA journalism, there are a lot of my students who are doing the BA Gen, there is a media law, but it's not sufficient, please, because you need to have a good grip on Code of Criminal Procedure 1973 and IP's Indian Penal Code 1860. All those things, you need to have a good grip on the Indian Evidence Act 1872. So you need to have a grip. You need some grip on the law, because you are entering into the battle. So when you're entering into a battlefield, you should be prepared. Trust me, please have a law degree, because it's a journalist, right? You can't just keep a mic and ask some questions. You need to have more knowledge. You need to have more knowledge before asking question to someone. So try to have a good graduations, please. Not just one. Try to have 2 degrees, if possible, 3 degrees, and then enter into the battlefield. You see, you will definitely survive. You need to have a good knowledge too. And when you have LLB in your hand, obviously you'll have some level of confidence, and you can easily manage all these things. Advice to you. last but by no means least, advice to the politicians, a few politicians who are behind executing all those stuff in association with few cops. I always said there are a good number of cops. My own students are there who are now IAS and IPS officers, IRS officers. So there are, good number of sub-inspectors of my own students. So I would make it very clear. There are a few minute section of politicians in association with minute section of cops executing these maliciously frivolous FIRs. For them, the only answer is this. Because I'm a professor, as per my freedom of expression, freedom of voice, I would prefer to show it's over to your wisdom. I would prefer to show this symbol as per my expression. It's over to you to choose whichever the finger you want if you're doing dirt out of all this stuff. Rest is over to your wisdom. Nandri, Vanakkam.